Okay, so here it is, the smelly beer. And I think it's working into the spray to deter the snails from hell. And I do believe it's working. It is the 8th of July. (2018), and I'm just going to do a little spraying while I get this done. I'm going to do a little wall spray while I show how this works, and the bales themselves. The bales are sort of here out of the way. Hey, what you doing? Are you chasing something? Look at this. He's watching something over there. That's also his hunting ground, that little field. So the potential for the snails to come down the wall. Maybe grab onto a leaf that's touching the wall. And so what I'll do is I'll cover the wall with the beer mixture, and I've with this now I have spread out more straw to give a little bit more sort of sticky straw effect on the bales. And again, this is one tomato plant. It's the same, it's apparently cherry tomato, although they're quite large. I don't know. So and again, in the bale, really absolutely no fertilizer added. Some compost, some natural organic compost to, of course, give the roots an initial medium for growth, and then the straw just decomposes into that from all sides, and also what you throw on top. And again, at a very low level. You can see the level here, one of my favourite shots. Always film outside of the box. It gives a totally different perspective on life, you know. It's our tools, our technical tools are quite a different way to look at reality and to observe the world. So the fact that this is on such a low level, the fruiting, is a testament to this kind of research. With me, it's research. I can leave it alone. There he goes. I can leave this alone, and again, this one tomato plant has branched off into three stems, and it's producing a lot of fruit, as well as continuing to flower. And I just took the top of the middle one off because it's going to get too much. I just nipped off the top of the middle one, and now all the energy will go into that fruit. I have 1, 2, 3. There'll be 3 bunches, and that's just extra. That actually is a side shoot from the side stem, the stems that split. So to get this kind of effect from a straw bale and the tomato, and then down here is the first of the watermelon that has already significantly grown in the 8 days that I've been here. And of course the turmeric. It's, you know, even if you don't, I'm not doing this for food production, although I'm absolutely, I'm absolutely loving this. Hey, the peppers, it did survive, but again it's split. The jalapeno, or the long pepper anyway, they're hot, picante. It might do more, but it's okay. I'm not sure how happy the chili pepper plants are in Strawbale, but it did well to even produce fruit, and survived, by the way, because the snails from hell eat them till they don't exist anymore. This came up super fast. I'm very happy about that, although I did absolutely root them. That's a couple of turmeric, mostly ginger. More will come up. In fact, more is coming up. I planted it pretty deep into the bale. In the side, I just threw compost in over them to make sure that they would root and have some moisture and nutrients. But the rest is straw, so it's literally... And I've got a ton more down there. I layered them. I just put a layer on, then straw and compost, and layer, cut straw and compost. And so I have 3 or 4 layers coming up from just this small area. And so probably the lower ones, yeah, it will be a struggle for them to come up, but they'll come up, and if not this year, sometimes they do the next year. So of course I'm happy to see it all. That's going to be amazing. That's going to be fantastic harvest of ginger and hopefully turmeric, and maybe one of them will flower. And then I've turned the melon around to stop it going off into this little hole here where I can't protect them. And then eventually stop them travelling, because they will just travel for miles. They'll travel for a kilometre if you let them. So at some point we'll just take off the top once it's made its way back towards the turmeric. But now the flowers are really... It took a while to establish itself, and it's gone on a long trail, a long and winding trail. The intelligence of the plants, it took itself, the melon is here somewhere, way back, somewhere in there, and then happily made its way along the wall, and actually kept into the wall and was planting down its little growing things. It holds on, and I think sometimes it will put down roots as it travels, I don't know, but... And now all the flowers are finally coming all along this stem at the moment, all the way through. So for sure it's an excellent way to... Even if you don't want to produce anything, it's an excellent way to have a relationship with nature and to do your own research. Because how else did people manage to grow food at a time when there were no chemical fertilizers and all this? And there could be a time where it's not there in the future. So by you learning, you can teach your children and your grandchildren or your neighbours, or you can all work together. The tobacco and 2 Savoy cabbages, and for sure the Savoy. Really love this medium too. And I can't see the little... I was planting other things in there and I saw a little mushroom, but for mushrooms to start appearing in amongst the plants is also phenomenal. It's a phenomenon. Because that's what you want. It's those little inky mushroom appearing, and that's a sign of probiotic activity, mycorrhiza activity, and essential minerals and elements all interacting to create a plant-rich ground of being, ground of manifestation.